Hi, my name's Joseph Maines. I did my PowerPoint on law enforcement and more specifically the United States Marshal Service. Main reason I kind of chose them, I found it interesting that they are the oldest law enforcement agency that the United States has. Um, in September, they will be 226 years old. The agency was created on September 24th of 1789 through the Judiciary Act of 1789. Basically, that act just gave the districts of the United States at the time um, the judiciary power of what the Supreme Court had and what district and local courts would have. And along with that came the jobs of the U.S. Marshals and the Deputy Marshals. But in the Act itself, the um, the duties and the reasons that they were created were actually it's actually not legible. So nowadays, the marshals have quite a wide range of responsibilities. That includes everything from being protective services for high profile cases, protecting the jurors, the judges, and the attorneys. Um, they also control the witness security program, which is commonly known as the witness protection program. They have thousands of families and people whose lives are really in danger. They also hunt fugitives with local federal law enforcement. They actually arrest more fugitives than all the other law enforcement agencies combined, which kind of seems problematic for me because it's probably mostly because of the drug laws, which definitely will due to the high amount of people in prison. They enforced the 15 most wanted list in America, which is pretty cool. They've arrested a little over 200 of the top 15 most wanted fugitives. They do border patrols and they transport prisoners and alien suspects with the help of the Bureau of Immigration. They have this program system called the JPATS. It's the Justice Prisoner and Alien Transportation System. It's the largest prisoner transportation in the world. Um, and a big area of discussion as of late is the asset forfeiture, and the marshals control all that. Um, and until recently, there was no crime needed to take the assets and the money that the marshals were taking. And Republican presidential candidate Rand Paul, um, he's said a lot about how he wants to improve that and just improve a lot of areas of the justice system. I found it pretty interesting reading reviews of people who have worked for the marshals. A lot of people said that it's pretty boring at first and the pay sucks. They mostly just sit in a courtroom. Not many people are really in danger, the jurors and stuff like that, in these court cases. But it's their job to kind of just sit in and protect them. Um, I heard that there's a lot of deceit with individuals, and it's very competitive to get to the top. It can be really frustrating. You can be stuck in the same shitty spot for a while. Um, but there also are a lot of cons, or pros, excuse me, um, with the positions. But right now they actually are hiring, and they haven't been for like the last year. So right now you can't even become a U.S. Marshal at the moment. There's a U.S. Marshal presidentially elected for each of the 94 districts in the United States, and that is the U.S. Chief Deputy Marshal that kind of controls that area, is the head of it. They do a lot of the fugitive hunting, and I've read that that's your next step, right? As you come out of protecting witnesses and protecting jurors and stuff like that involved in court cases. I found it pretty interesting how many people they help with the witness protection program. They have helped nearly 8,500 witnesses, and along with that, they have to help their families and people because you can't just kind of leave by yourself. So I found it pretty crazy how many people are really truly in danger. Um, in 2014, the fiscal year, more than 33,000 fugitives were in custody, clearing 35,000 warrants, which is pretty insane. But you got to think how many warrants of those are just drug related and just making high population in the prison system. A lot of big cons with the U.S. Marshals were how many people they are arresting on that basis, and then especially the asset forfeiture. A lot of places didn't even have a record of what they spent the money on, just how much they had earned and how much they had spent. And that's my PowerPoint. Thank you.